Hello, my truth sheeples. Welcome back to our channel. Get ready to open your mind and challenge the mainstream narrative. Hit that subscribe button, because here, the truth is just the beginning.
The concept of Tartaria is an often discussed and controversial theory that has gained traction in recent years, especially among conspiracy theorists. It's largely centered around a hypothesized Great Tartarian Empire, which some believe existed in the distant past, covering vast regions of Asia, Europe, and even parts of North America. According to these theories, this empire was far more advanced than the civilizations we are familiar with today, and its existence has been deliberately erased from history. Origins of the Tartaria theory. The idea of Tartaria stems from the use of the term Tartary in ancient maps and historical documents, primarily from the 16th to the 18th centuries. In these documents, the term Tartary was often used to describe a large and vague region in Asia, covering parts of Russia, Central Asia, and sometimes even parts of the Far East. However, over time, as maps became more detailed and cartography improved, the name Tartary was phased out, and the region was more accurately defined with place names like Russia, Mongolia, China, and so on. Theories surrounding Tartaria. Conspiracy theories suggest that the term Tartaria refers to an ancient, technologically advanced empire that spanned much of Eurasia and perhaps even parts of North America. Proponents of the theory believe that this empire was erased from history due to a global cover-up by modern powers, possibly in collaboration with secret societies or powerful elites. Some of the key elements often discussed in the Tartaria theory include lost advanced technology. Some Tartaria theorists argue that this ancient empire had access to highly advanced technology, possibly including free energy, giant structures, and other innovations that have been hidden or destroyed by later civilizations. The mud flood theory. One of the central ideas in Tartaria theories is the idea of a mud flood that supposedly buried Tartarian cities and wiped out the civilization. Proponents claim that this event occurred relatively recently, in the 18th or 19th century, and that much of the architecture we see today in cities around the world is actually remnants of this lost empire. They point to strange architectural features, such as arched windows, buried doorways, and unusual building designs, as evidence that these structures were originally much taller and were partially submerged. World maps and the erasure of Tartaria. Some researchers claim that early world maps, from the 16th to 18th centuries, feature a large landmass labeled Tartaria, which was later removed or replaced with modern geopolitical boundaries. This, according to the theory, is part of an effort to erase the existence of Tartaria from public knowledge. The role of giants. Another element found in some versions of the Tartaria theory is the belief in giants, either as a part of the ancient empire's population or as creatures associated with the civilization. Some claim that the giant architecture and unusual structures found across the world could be the remnants of a giant race that lived during the time of Tartaria. Architectural evidence. Tartaria theorists often cite certain architectural features, such as high ceilings, large windows, and unusual proportions, as evidence that the buildings are remnants of a much older, advanced civilization. Some argue that these buildings couldn't have been constructed by the known civilizations of the time and must have belonged to Tartaria. Debunking the theory. Many historians and scholars dismiss the Tartaria theory, pointing to several issues. Historical accuracy. The notion of a Tartarian empire, as proposed by conspiracy theorists, does not align with any known historical or archaeological records. The term Tartary was simply a geographical label used by early mapmakers to describe a vast, poorly understood region. It was never indicative of a single, unified empire. Mud flood evidence. The idea of a mud flood is largely speculative, with no concrete evidence to support that such an event ever occurred on a global scale. Geologically, no known event matches the description of a sudden, worldwide mud flood. Misinterpretation of architecture. Many of the architectural features that are cited as evidence of Tartaria, such as buried doorways or high ceilings, are generally explained by architectural styles, modifications over time, or the need for certain building features in particular climates. Modern fascination. Despite its lack of historical credibility, the Tartaria theory has gained traction in online communities, especially within alternative history and conspiracy theory circles. Many YouTube channels, social media groups, and websites discuss Tartaria, often alongside other topics like ancient civilizations, alternative timelines, and hidden history. Some individuals are drawn to the theory because it provides an alternate narrative of human history, one that challenges the conventional understanding of civilization and its development. The Tartaria theory can be intriguing to some, especially those with an interest in alternative history and mysteries of the past. However, like many conspiracy theories, it's essential to approach it with critical thinking, as the overwhelming consensus among historians and scholars does not support the idea of a lost, advanced empire by that name. Let me know if you want more details or want to explore any aspect further. Truth sheeples. We've uncovered just a glimpse into the mysterious world of Tartaria, but as always, there's much more to dig into. If you enjoyed today's deep dive, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you never miss out on the next layer of the rabbit hole. Remember, questioning the official narrative is the first step toward uncovering the truth, and here at Conspiracy Point, we're always one step ahead. Until next time, stay curious, stay vigilant, and never stop asking the tough questions. Peace out, Truth Sheeples.